What's going on, people? So before everybody gets all pissy over what I'm gonna say in this video, I need you to understand this is just from what I've seen. And what have I seen? I've seen a rise in advertisements for the PlayStation 4 Pro. People are starting to think that the PS5 is going to be announced at E3 this year, but with the rise of PS4 Pro commercials and Sony finally pushing the Pro as its own system and not as just an add-on machine for a VR headset that hasn't really moved worth a fuck, regardless of what Sony may tell you. Let's be honest, that's a hunk of fucking shit. You dig? They've marketed it down to $200 until the 3rd. Because regardless of what Sony tells you, 2-3 million fucking VR units sold, and it's already over a year old, is not impressive. It's fucking embarrassing. You have 70 plus million PS4s on the market, and that's including PS4 Pros. And you only have 2-3 million VR helmets in these fucking people's homes. That's embarrassing. That's almost grounds to not even fucking have VR be a part of the PS4 family. That's fucking embarrassing. Think about how small of an impact VR is having in PlayStation land. Think about it. 70 plus million PlayStation 4s have been sold. And its little add-on, its little special feature, the VR headset, is only sold upwards to about 3 million of those 70 plus million fucking people. That is embarrassing. Understand? Now, that leads me into why the PS4 Pro is being moved. Why it's all of a sudden important for Sony to push the fucking Pro, even though the Pro has been out a full fucking year longer than the Xbox One X, and Sony has had their thumb and their head up the proverbial ass. Because they are not on their shit. They've had their head directly up their ass, licking their own balls. You might not want to hear that, but let me ask you something. Have they pushed the Pro? Have they tried in any fashion to sell the fucking Pro as its own machine up until recently? No, they haven't. And if you say they have, you're really fucking playing yourself. Okay? They marketed it to a small group of fucking PS4 owners, which they openly admitted. They said this machine isn't for everybody. It's for the truly hardcore devout fans of PlayStation who are hardcore gamers. You know, those hardcore gamers, the Call of Duty fans, the Overwatch fanatics, yeah, those guys, the Destiny grinders, those people. That's their core audience for Pro. Now the tables have turned. The Xbox One X is out, and Call of Duty, Overwatch, and shit like that no longer looks the best, nor will ever look the best on PlayStation 4 again. And unfortunately, you can't have, a system, which the PS4 Pro is. It's a system. You cannot, Sony, and I've said this before, you can't have a system be on the market for one fucking year. What are you, Sega now? Which I've said that before too. You cannot have this system be on the market for one fucking year and then announce a PS5, because you're going to do exactly what fucking Sega did back in the 90s. Piss off an astonishing amount of fans, causing them to jump ship yet again, and this time I doubt that they will ever come back. I know there's a lot of you out there who are like, please let the PS5 be announced at E3. Just let it be announced. It doesn't need to be. Because that will be the beginning of the end. Because who's gonna go run out and buy a PS4 Pro if the 5 is anywhere near an announcement for being coming anytime soon? See what I'm saying? What they want is people to go buy the damn thing. That's why they're pushing it now. Okay? They want you to go buy the VR headset, which is why right now it's on sale for $199.99 up until the 3rd, which is fucking stupid. It should just remain on sale at $199.99 pretty much until they get to a reasonable amount of the fucking thing sold. Not until, hey, it's the first year's official date of the fucking Switch's launch. No. Just keep it $199. Maybe people will buy it then, because you obviously can't sell the fucking thing at full retail value. So, let's just be honest here. PlayStation 5's official E3 announcement, and whatever you want to call it, is probably 3 years out. More than likely 3, 4 tops. Because they cannot have the Pro only be on the market for 1 year, 2 years. Just won't happen. That will definitely set Sony up to be in the same boat as Sega. And definitely be setting up for failure. Okay, I've already made a video talking about the sins of the PS5 in which they did a whole what if it does this shit. I don't care how powerful the fucking thing is. I really don't, and I don't think anyone else will either if Sony releases a PS5 with all them specs from that fucking list. It can be the most powerful machine on the market, but if they don't embrace their own technology with the 4K, it won't sell. Because everyone's gonna be, what the fuck was the point? And with the PS4 Pro being only a 1, 2, 3 year machine, people are gonna be, what's the fucking point? If you're not gonna embrace all the upgrades and all the shit that needs to happen, what's the fucking point? Okay? Meanwhile, your competitor truly has an upgraded fucking machine. Not only does it have the 4K Blu-ray player, not only does it have the 4K streaming services, but it also has the power behind it. Yes, you might come out with the most powerful machine, but you lack everything else. And people will not go to that. And I don't think people should be able to stand for that either. Although, apparently, people are buying Metal Gear Survive. So, dumbasses do exist. But like I said, the PS5, from what I'm seeing now, it could be completely different. This is just from what I'm seeing. Still 3, 4 years tops out from even being officially announced at E3. Due to the fact that we are looking at the PS4 Pro. It's only a year old. It's not even 2 yet. It's just a year. It would be completely fucking stupid for Sony to announce it at an E3 and it not even be a full 2 years old, because people will have lost complete faith in Sony. Because yes, the basic bitch standard edition PS4 will have already been 4 years out, so the 5 can be perfectly on the way from the standard edition. But Sony has already decided that now is the time to push the Pro model and switch over from the bitch model to the Pro model. And it would be really dumbfounded for them to go, hey, now it's time after a year of this to switch over to the next gen. That is a really, really stupid fucking move. So while everybody's wishing and hoping and praying that the PS5 gets announced at fucking E3, I'm sitting here going, nah, it's not gonna happen. They made their bed with the Pro. They've gotta lay in it. They've gotta sleep in that motherfucker. They gotta ride that bitch out for the next at least 3, 4 tops, because that's what they decided to go with. I know PS5 sounds great, but they fucked it up. If they would have been pushing the PS4 Pro as a individual system aimed at all the PS4 owners since it launched, maybe it'd be a different story. But let's be honest, they didn't do that. They came out with the PS4 Pro. They came out and said the PS4 Pro was only directly aimed at this much of an audience who are core Sony fans, hardcore devoted Sony fans, and those hardcore fucking gamers. And they stunted their own fucking success. Because here we are in 2018 where you could have announced the PS5 and people probably would still be mad at you, but it could even be 4 or 5 years out and announced today. However, the fact is that you're just now pushing the PS4 Pro. You're just now treating the PS4 Pro as its own individual system and deciding, hey, maybe the PS4 Pro is worth, giving to everybody. Even though everybody doesn't have a 4K television, maybe we should push it as if there's a reason for everyone to fucking own this machine because our competition's kind of doing that. It just took a year off of your fucking calendar. You can be mad at me for saying that. You can be mad at me for delivering this the way I am, but like I said, within that whole year, both VR came out and the Pro came out. Problem is, they didn't push neither one of those two bitches as hard as they should have. What one did they push? PlayStation 4 Slim. Something that only replaced the basic bitch 2013 model. Okay? PlayStation VR is at $200. It's $200 right now. And that's only up till the 3rd of next month, which is like a couple of days away. And it doesn't matter if you get the one bundled with something like Doom VR, Skyrim VR, or the VR World. It's all $200. But they're still not moving like they should. I still don't see commercials for VR. That in turn is the problem. Oh, excuse me. So, as much as PS5 would be great to see, maybe they could fix a lot of the problems they've had this generation. Sony, I'm going to give you a little piece of advice. I'm going to give your fans a little piece of advice that maybe they might want to say, yes, you need to do this. Make one fucking device. One fucking device. Because it's blatantly obvious that you can't handle any more than just one. You think you can. Japan can handle more than one device. Sony of America can't handle it. That's the honest to God truth. Sony of America cannot handle more than one device. You failed with the Vita, you're failing with VR, and you're just now promoting the Pro after a year and some months. You cannot handle more than one device. So when the PS5 comes out, if the VR headset hasn't moved, say, I'm going to give it a relatively small number, 25 million units, and again, that's about 3-4 years out, cancel the damn thing. Just fucking quit it. Just say no, it's not worth the time. Don't worry about taking that to the PS5. Just cancel the fucking thing because it's not even worth it. And focus on the PS5. Make the PS5 the main system. However you make it the main system, and that's all you got to worry about. You need nothing else. I don't care what the fuck anyone else is doing. Sony, it's obvious you can't handle any more than just one fucking console at a time. I don't care if you want to come out with a PS5 Pro or a PS5 Elite. Bitch, no. It took you all of a year to finally go, hey, PS4 Pro's a thing, we should push it. No. PS5 and PS5 alone. Nothing else needs to be on the market. PS4 is littered with shit and you haven't even managed to push them all successfully since they've launched. VR is a failure. It's a fucking abomination how little that thing is sold. You just now got it down to $200. It'll end at $200 on the fucking 3rd of March. It should stay at $200 until the thing gets up to a decent sell number. You can think what you want to about how I'm saying this. You can think what you want to about this opinion. But I wish I was making that up. VR is not anywhere near where it needs to be. They're just now selling PS4 Pros at their main focal point when it comes to the commercials. Sony, if you come out and say, oh, PS5's coming out, even if it's 3-4 years down the road, you fucked the 4. And you fucked it bad. Don't do it.